Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Tay.
I'm Koya.
And we back with another video. Today we doing a review of the Bad Boys Club, Bad Boys Los Angeles, episode 2. We not doing review to episode 1. Episode 1 came out last weekend, and that's y'all know about that one. Y'all will happen tonight. We recording this after the episode came out, so we remember everything. What happened and stuff like that. So this is our first one. Don't come for us. Be like, oh, y'all forgot to talk about this. Y'all forgot to talk about it. It's our first one, y'all. Let us have things together. We're going to write notes down, everything. So we can have the reviews. Going to be good. Period.
Before we get into this video, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And make sure you turn on that notification bell so you can get all the videos that we post. And let's get into it.
Period. Okay, so what happened in the episode was that Daryl and Milan started fighting because Milan didn't like how Daryl so-called jumped William and the other boy.
The other baby.
9-1 baddies. So we was like, me and friend were looking like, Milan, it happened 3 hours ago. Why you still mad about stuff like this? It's not really that serious. I feel like Milan did that for camera time.
Yeah.
Because why would you sit there and be like, oosh, I ain't like how you did that, all this and that and stuff. I don't like how you did that early, all this and that. And I'm like, it's not making any sense.
That part.
Prove your point. I mean, like, you could have just been like, I didn't like how you did that. Y'all didn't have to fight. It was not all that serious.
I feel like because if you've seen the last episode, Daryl is the one that caused between William the baddest and the other baddie. Milan, on the other hand, I just feel like you shouldn't interfere. Yes, you feel like it was wrong because it was. But it wasn't your place to even try to, make it a bigger scene. So after it was left alone, after a couple hours, I would have left it alone.
All right.
There was no reason to even bring it back up. After Natalie just said, let's go ahead and make this toast so we can call it a night because we got more stuff to do. That was just uncalled for. So I just feel like that was unnecessary.
It was.
It's just my opinion.
But so then not coming back. So then after that, they was finna do a toast or whatever, and Mo, and it was not Moolah and Curtis, and his name Curtis.
Yeah.
Moolah and Curtis went to
Carry On,
and was like, are you straight or are you gay? Which one are you?
Because you need to pick a side.
You need to be over here or you need to be over there with us. And Moolah, what's his name? Moolah, ain't his name? Moolah.
Mm-hmm.
Moolah, ugly self. Oh, what can I say? You look 40 years old. On the show, worry about what somebody doing. I mean, like Natalie said, it's okay to ask questions. Yes, it's okay to ask questions. I don't get a problem when somebody come at me, are you trans or are you gay or are you cross-dresser? I don't have a problem with that because no one knows. It's okay for me, I'm speaking for myself, it's okay for you to come ask me, hey, since what do you go as? Do you go by he, she, or you go by both, or you go as non-binary or
whatever the case may be?
Yes. How should I address you? But it's different with me. Everybody not like that. Like, Kirian, he was like, it's none of y'all business. He was like, I'm here to make my money. I'm here to just be cool with everybody. I'm here to do this and this and that. I'm not here for y'all to be figuring out what I am. He was like, I'm cool with everybody. Right. What's going on? And Moolah, he just kept trying to pressure it out of him like, what are you? I'm looking like,
bitch,
calm down.
I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not saying all up on him, like, but don't.
It was a face-to-face conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
But
because if somebody were doing that to me, let's say somebody can ask me, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't. As you can see, but. Because I'm real feminine. I mean, I guess it's different for everybody. Everybody not the same. Everybody LGBT community. Let me tell y'all this. Hold on. Let me say this because I want to get this out. Because you're straight, Frank. You're a hoe for me.
No, I'm playing.
But let me just say this. For all the straight people out here, all the heterosexual people out here, everybody that's gay is not the same, okay? You have femmes, you have masculine, you have different ones. Then you have your trans, and you have your bisexual people, then you have down low, queer, and y'all adding the letters, Q, I,
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I don't want to say that, I don't be respectful. You identify, you identify. But at the same time, please, everybody not the same. Just let it be. Just that's how I got myself about that.
I love the LGBT community. Okay.
But what's I about to say? So he just kept asking him what's going on, and what are you? And I was looking like, why does it matter? Me and friend look like, why does it matter what you are, what you doing, what he doing, if who he's sleeping with, who in the bed with? And he was like, because you over here with us, if you not one of us, you need to be over there with them. Why?
My personal opinion, Moolah, it was just out of the that was just way uncalled for. And the only reason why I said that is because if you was just the same way as him, and somebody came to you and asking you what your sexuality is, and you're not ready to basically tell anybody because you could be going through a hard time, and maybe Karan was, excuse me, whatever, you know what I mean, Karan, if he was going through a tough time and he was not ready to express his sexuality, you should have never crossed the line. If you did not want to tell, you don't push somebody. Right. You don't push somebody to that point. Especially if you was just like, oh, and the reason why you was wrong about it was, like Natalie said, there's nothing wrong with asking the question. Where you was wrong at is when you said you need to pick a side. Right. Because that makes you look guilty, like everybody was saying. It makes you look guilty of being offended of
gay people,
you might, trans, anything.
Because some so-called straight men I've seen that's DL, they be on the low, they'll be like, they don't like about this and that and stuff, but you be doing stuff in the dark. I don't like stuff like that. So this would make it seem like with him. And
that's the reason why majority of the time straight men look guilty when somebody's saying, oh, you hanging around gay people. That's because you're gay doesn't mean that's because you hanging around gay people doesn't mean you're gay. Right. Or that's because every time they try to have a conversation with you doesn't mean they're trying to come onto you.
Who knows? He might be straight. Maybe he just wants to say he's straight. Maybe he's gay. Maybe he is whatever.
And those who are gay, and if they are talking to men that are straight, they have a secret, which is down low. So once that secret gets spilled out, I'm gonna kill you, this and that and the third. If you're gay, you're gay. Nobody can judge you. Nobody has the right to judge. The only person that can judge you is God himself. Period. So there's no reason for you to be like, oh, you need to pick a side. Because if I was there, I'm not trans. I'm a woman. I'm a female. But if I was there, I would have took up for the gays because, like, that is wrong for you to sit there. But
Kirian did not say if he was or he wasn't.
Right, but that's his business if he wanted to tell that, though. That's not your place to ask him, is he gay? Is he bisexual? That's none of your concern. That's none of your business because at the end of the day, when you leave that house or when you're not around him, he going to go on about his life and you going to go about yours. So why is you worried about what he doing at the end of the day?
But like he said he never slept with a man. Kirian came out and said that. So.
And if he wasn't ready to talk about his sexuality, you should have never pressured him to sit there and say, well, you need to pick a side. I mean, that's my opinion. That is my honest opinion. And that's where you was wrong at.
So then Moolah had sucker punched Kirian in the face. And I'm sitting here like, why? Why you just sat there and that just made it seem more obvious that you a little mad. Like, why?
And like I said, I know I'm not gay. And like Anthony was saying, you don't know what gays go through. What's his name? Milan even said you don't know what gays go through because you don't. And Natalie, I feel like that's where you were kind of wrong at because you was just like, oh, it's the question, it's just how he asked the question. And what Milan was basically trying to explain, You don't understand what gays go through. And I think she didn't even hear what he said when he literally said, it was hard growing up in Chicago because he is a gay male and walking up and down the street with guys basically threatening his life because he's gay. Mm-hmm. I mean, like he said, you don't know what they go through.
Okay, but first, wait, we went a little too far. When Moolah had sucker punched Kirion in his face, when they were fighting, I guess Kirion had bumped him or whatever, bumped Curtis, and Curtis tried to like jump in, pushing him and stuff. And then Milan had, started fighting Curtis. And I feel like Milan did a good thing with that, because in this community, you got to stand up for each other, because nobody got us like we got each other. Because out here, it's hard. It's hard to walk down the street with a man walking down the street with a wig on or wearing makeup and stuff like that. It's hard out here. People will kill you just for wearing a crop top. Right. Not even looking like a woman. Like, if Milan was to walk outside with some makeup on or whatever, he don't want makeup. I'm saying if he was, he'll get, a lot of shit looking like, why that strong man wearing makeup? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'll be people just like that. And I hate stuff like that. Like, why you go with somebody that's doing worry about yourself? That's what's wrong with a lot of people today. You're not worried about yourself.
Right.
If they not bothering you, coming up, touching you, and all this and stuff, leave people alone.
Right. That's what's wrong with the world. Just so judgmental.
What was going on? What else happened?
I mean, the gutter was also crying about
I think we're going too far.
Right.
I think we're going too far. Because when Curtis and them start fighting, when Milan hit him or whatever, what happened next?
The gutter was talking.
Okay, gutter was talking. I'm sorry, y'all. We got everything. Bitch, I'm trying to make sure we going on the right track. Was getting the story together. But okay, so Gutter was like, "Bitch, man, my brain." So he was ready to fight, because I understand, like, Gutter from Atlanta, Milan live in Atlanta, so they see straight men trying to do stuff to people all the time. So I'm looking like, okay, Gutter. I'm looking like, Gutter, calm down a little bit. Just calm down a little bit. He was like, "Ain't nobody fucking with me." Friend, do it, friend. Ain't nobody fucking with me.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
I had to get it out. Da-da-da. I love him.
Yeah.
But like, I could like see the pain coming down Gutter's eyes, because it's like,
yeah, he was crying.
Like, I'm pretty sure William the Baddest felt it. All the gays that was in there, I'm pretty sure y'all felt it, except Daryl, because he always on his face shit. But still, I could see where they were all coming from, because like, once you come for one, you coming for all.
Right.
So
because if you do that, someone got you to do all of them in the house.
Right.
Because first day Moolah came in the house, he said, I'm straight. And then he said, if y'all ain't come for me, we gonna have to fight. And I'm like, why you gotta address that? Just say you straight.
Like, we know you're straight. Nobody's bothering you.
But no, because some gay men look just like Moolah. So we gonna like masculine.
Right.
So when they got on the bus in the first episode, Milan asked everybody. He said, who's straight on the bus? Moolah and them raised their hand, whatever. And Curtis raised their hand and said, look, we're straight. But then Moolah want to be extra, talking about something, well, I'm straight or whatever. But if you come for me, then we going to have to square up. And I'm looking like, okay, now you're doing too much. If they trying to touch you, something like that, I understand somebody in your personal space trying to touch on you, trying to grab your pin, whatever, trying to sit with you. That's a different story. But it would just come out and you have a conversation. What's the problem?
Honest thing I could say with Curtis, he did not come flat out asking all them questions. It's just that when he got literally by Moolah, it was just like you was trying to take over what he was saying. But my whole thing was, once y'all got to this house, once this whole thing started, y'all knew y'all was, like when y'all first got there, y'all knew y'all was surrounded by gays. So if you felt offended and you didn't feel comfortable about it, I just feel like you should have left. So if you there for the money, like Kron said, he's there for the money. He's just minding his business. He cool with everybody. So if you there to make your money, why are you starting all this trouble about somebody's sexuality? Like now, because if that's
I feel like they doing that for story time.
Like the gutter said, but if you gonna be here for, if this is what the show is gonna be about, I don't want to be here. Because you're making it seem like it's a judgmental thing, and I don't want that. I want to be here.
This is not a straight versus gays house. Why we just ain't called just come together? Because, like we said earlier, it's straight guys and gay guys as friends. Period. But yeah, I don't. Sometimes I just don't understand people, especially straight men. We don't go. Some straight girls be a little homophobic and stuff like that, but not to the extreme like these straight men be. Not all of y'all, some of y'all, but
I might not like physically know what gay men go through or trans or anything like that, but like I honestly, in my opinion, I just don't think that women get it hard as men does, because it's different when a man is walking down the street with, like Fran said, with a tank top on, a wig, your hair, your nails done, you look like a whole female, compared to a girl dressing up as a dude, but she still have woman parts. It's just like, I just don't. I don't be understanding. I just be like, why do you gotta judge somebody because of how they look or how they dress?
It's been sometimes some straight guys would be like, well, I'm not gonna judge a woman until you get surgery or whatever. And I'm looking like, why you gotta tell people that? Like, what's between your legs and stuff, it doesn't matter. You're not sleeping with somebody, it doesn't matter. But yeah. Natalie, I feel like you doing a little good with these boys, y'all. Well, I don't know. How you feel like Natalie doing with the boys?
Honestly,
I feel like
Natalie, I'm gonna say this because I'm a woman, but come on now, like, especially if you got brothers, you should know that it is hard to raise men. It takes a lot more to calm men down, and I just feel like you got to really put your foot out there just a little bit more. Not saying you're doing anything wrong,
but like she said, she said she's there to introduce the boys because it's basically her show because she created and stuff like that. She, the producer, created everything. So she mainly want to come and say hey to everybody, welcome to the house, stuff like that, and leave.
But yeah, you also need to, like, knowing that you done seen all these fights, you need to at least lay some rules down. Hey,
I feel like they did that off camera though.
Not even that. Like, it just need to be addressed because you got your fans out here watching, but as you can see, nobody was like, you seen what the fans were saying. So my honestly opinion is just, lay it down. Nobody need to be here judging anybody. So I'm not saying you can't ask questions, but this is, like y'all said, this is not a show for just gays, straights. So that just needs to be for anybody. Right. This need to be addressed. So what you need to say, I would recommend you to say, well, we are all here to have a good time. Y'all know what the show is about. So let's get to it. We are not here to judge. We're not here to do none of that. There's probably going to be fights, but we don't need to be here judging anybody's sexuality. Because stuff like, I just feel that when you judging sexuality, you don't know what that does to a person. That could traumatize somebody. That's what kind of basically, like, I hate to say it, but leads to suicide. Because there's so many other people out there that are being judged because of who they are. And I just feel like that's just need to be addressed. Hey, this is what needs to happen. We're going to have a good time. Yada, yada, yada. And if you can't accept that, you need to leave the house.
A lot of men are scared to come out of the closet today. They wear to be down low. All this and that stuff. They're scared of what people in the world is going to say.
Right.
And I understand. I understand that completely. You want to be down low or some people just don't want people in their business. I understand it because I don't want nobody to know who I'm dating. Why you want to know for? Because I feel like in the straight community too, a lot of y'all don't want to be know who y'all dating or sleeping with. Am I being honest? Mm-hmm. So in the straight community, we call it down low too, because y'all keep y'all stuff on the down low.
Right.
So same thing, except for it be men and men and y'all men and women. But anyway, guys, whatever. So yeah. We're going to end this video right here, y'all. Like I said, we're going to get better reviews. Next time we're going to have notes, stuff like that. We just wanted to see how it does the first time without notes, see how it's going to be. But yeah.
Yeah, I just had to get this off my chest
Next
because
time,
it really
but-
bothered me. I told Fred,
Yeah.
I said, we got to do this because this right here is like really bothering me.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not gay, so I do stand up for the LGBT community because it's just wrong. Nobody should be judged because they are a woman wearing, a man wearing women's clothes or whatever they wear. It's just not right. Because when you die, the only person that's gonna judge you, like I said, is God Himself.
He ain't gonna judge you. He don't judge
But he
you.
ain't gonna judge you. He gonna tell you
Like
whatever
they said,
when you
but
get
like
up
they
there.
said, God only can tell you if you want to hell or heaven, and He gonna ask questions. So, period. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to Zeus Network and watch the episode you haven't. Yeah. So make sure, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.